That's right. Final match of the quarterfinals. You can see the pre-bans have already gone out. The Gianna and Ragdoll in between MR.CHUNG and ROSITH. ROSITH with first pick here, bringing out that Ciara. MR.CHUNG very quick to bringing in that Chiwu and the Ganny.
Interesting pick on the Chiwu and the Ganny here. I think ROSITH needs to go for the Okeanos and needs to decide if he wants to commit to turn one or not. And that second pick will tell you that he is still thinking about turn one and not dipping into Vigors and Mollies here. Does go with that Dark Monkey. We've seen it used a lot. Definitely a very strong unit. Skill 3 with the ability to stun and give defense break. So ROSITH showing a lot of aggression here. May round out his draft with even more speed.
We're going to see.
MR.CHUNG here might be thinking about Vanessa's, or be thinking about, in this case, Velajuel and Hathor. So he completes the Ganny Hathor. And we've seen in the previous APAC Cup that MR.CHUNG got a lot of Ganny Hathor. So we'll see if ROSITH is okay being Ganny Hathor the entire time. Or if ROSITH is going to do something about it and either ban one of them or find a way to consistently be able to reset one of them off the bat.
Well, Rosie's not showing any immunity right now, so I think he has to ban out one of those Ganny or Hathors. So we're going to see he does bring in a Fran and wrapping up his draft with an Ethna as well.
Interesting pick on the Ethna here, and the Fran tells you that ROSITH there is a chance he lets both Ganny and Hathor through when the Fran comes in. At the same time, there is the Ganny, Hathor, and Light Monkey on the side of MR.CHUNG here. I think Fran's the ban because once immunity falls off on ROSITH's team, there's infinite control. So ROSITH needs to down a unit off the bat or gain enough control where he is not going to be permanently CC'd.
Well, we're going to find out. This might be a very long match for us. Accuracy lead for Rosie, resistance lead for MR.CHUNG, guys. We're going into our round one with MR.CHUNG and ROSITH. Here we go, Okeanos with first turn.
Okeanos has a very big reset coming up, but again, there is nothing to really do, nothing to follow up with these units very well. I don't think ROSITH is in a good spot because MR.CHUNG looks like he's going to be able to get his combo off once ROSITH's units move.
Ooh, Dark Monkey was able to get that strip defense break on top of that Hathor. Ethna trying to pummel enough damage to get rid of this Hathor as well. Bomb might be settling in on top of that Vela. Maybe that Hathor to eliminate that unit from the field.
Definitely should be throwing the bomb on that Velajuel. Does get that resistance. We've seen that resistance happen time and time again here, but that was a lot of damage earlier coming from that Ethna. Unfortunately for ROSITH though, his team is going to be going to sleep. We're going to see that Light Monkey Ganny Hathor combination and that Velajuel as well.
That's right, but no sleep is going to be landing on top of Ciara. We have the Velajuel buffing up there, pushing up attack bars as well. Skill 2 coming out of that Hathor, not landing on top of that Dark Monkey King, but the resets coming out, getting the attack bar reduction and the reset on top of that Dark Monkey King.
And when you originally said that this was going to be a long game, I was skeptical because we had so many damage units on ROSITH's side. But now that I see that we have a Ganny, Hathor, and a Light Monkey, this is going to be a long game here indeed, in which ROSITH will be slowly whittled to death.
Yep, there's that third skill from Hathor, looking for the attack bar reduction on everybody. Gets a little bit on top of that Dark Monkey King, but not putting the Dark Monkey King or the Ciara to sleep.
Not putting the Dark Monkey King to sleep is giant and also not really reducing its attack bar, but that stun is massive, allows MR.CHUNG to maintain control on the battlefield.
That's right, no additional turns coming out of any of ROSITH's units, obviously. Getting an attack break on top of that Ciara, glancing, possibly, nope, I'm sorry, a Ventilate's going to be coming out from this Ganymede.
Ventilate should be going on to that Light Monkey so that he can use skill 3 and continually put units to sleep, and that's exactly what happens. Reduces their attack bar, does actually wake up the Ethna, which could be problematic for MR.CHUNG if ROSITH ever gets a turn, but ROSITH has that slow debuff, and that Ethna is also quite squishy.
Yep, big additional turn coming out of Velajuel as well, capitalizing off of that punishment to boosting up his units to get in front of this Ethna and Dark Monkey King. You see the glancing being applied to this Dark Monkey King as well. Maybe another stun coming out of Light Monkey King onto the Dark, not receiving it here. Big punishment, looking to pummel some massive damage here on top of that Dark Monkey King, and once again getting another additional turn with this Velajuel.
That's a massive proc by the Ethna, allows it to crit on everything and then have a skill 3 coming up. So that's a huge proc there. And that Dark Monkey also able to stay alive here. ROSITH does have a chance to come back.
That might have been exactly what ROSITH was looking for here. He got that strip of the immunity on top of that Light Monkey King. We're going to get a Seal of Magic coming out on top of Ethna.
And actually, we're going to see the Light Monkey take 2 units out here, so might not be in ROSITH's hands yet. It's going to be a little tough. He does have that speed debuff on him, which is going to allow Mr. Chung to lap a lot. And there is a Light Monkey Gani on the field, which is almost as good as Gani Hathor.
So many additional turns coming out of this. Velajuel is able to second scale, drop that Dark Monkey King. Ethna looking to go very soon. Gani's going to be the one to finish off the job there. Big punishments coming out on top of that Ciara. No use for this Rain of Stones when everyone has their immunity up.
Yeah, no use. He's just going for damage here. And if you look, each hit does 1.3k damage. That is a lot of damage, but still not enough to win this. Ciara does need to proc a lot of times if he wants to do enough damage to win, but unfortunately is not able to get it.
Put everybody to sleep here. Ventilate goes right back onto the Velajuel. Gets the additional turn as well. No glancing is going to be applied here. Looking for a third skill to push up those attack bars, get that immunity up on his team. Definitely the safe play.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter here. Actually, just goes for the kill. It's probably the safest to take out that unit there. Now you're looking at 3 units versus 1, and Okeanos does not have skills up anymore.
Ooh, keeping that Okeanos locked down here. Mr. Chung taking that round 1 victory over Rosie. We're going in to our second match with Mr. Chung and Rosie. Pre-bans are coming out. There's that Gani and Okeanos getting pre-banned in the second match.
And I know why this match is going to be more fun to watch than the other one is because we don't have Gani anymore, which means no more Gani Hathor. We don't have to see that anymore. It's going to be a lot more fun, and we may see some LDs because neither are pre-banned. So I think this one's going to be a lot more interesting to watch, less standard units, and a little bit more overtuned monsters coming to the field.
Well, that Hathor's first pick by Mr. Chung. Rosie looking to lock in that Ciara and Chiwu. Double speed lead for Rosie.
Yeah, ROSITH locking in both speed leads early. I'm not sure if he really should have done that because it does open him up to Velajuel. Velajuel's quite good into both of these units here. And also Mr. Chung is able to keep his draft very open-ended with that Vigor and that Hathor.
Rosie bringing in that Dark Monkey King and a Savannah. A lot of damage there. He really likes this Dark Monkey King. We keep seeing it coming back with Rosie.
If ROSITH has a Gemini as a last pick, he probably instantly wins the game. He needs a double strip if he's going to draft this way because he has 2 very heavy AoE controllers in Dark Monkey and Savannah with enough damage from the Ciara. So a last pick Gemini would win him the game off the bat, assuming he outspeeds his opponent. And his opponent, Mr. Chung, has not gone with speed leads, has not gone with Verds. So something like a Gemini with a ban on the Masha, assuming the Masha could be swift, would win ROSITH the draft off the bat. Don't know if he has a Gemini in the back pocket, but Mr. Chung has opened himself up to a cleave. And at this point here, Mr. Chung almost has to ban that Chiwu. So if there's a second cleave unit coming, a second AoE stripper coming out, Mr. Chung's in a lot of trouble. And there isn't, we see an Art Master instead.
That's right. Rosie's going to be wrapping up his draft there with a Fire Art Master. Mr. Chung finally bringing out that Gianna and Masha. Bans are coming out.
And I'm not sure why I see a Fire Art Master. That should be a Wind Art Master. If that was a Chung Peng, this would be game over because that's just so much damage, so much oppression. And unfortunately, we don't see that. We see a Fire Art Master. Chiwu should be the ban here, but is not, which is incredibly surprising because ROSITH's Chiwu, if its runes are half decent, should go first and enable ROSITH to just tee off on Mr. Chung's team. So Mr. Chung is praying to resist gods with that resist lead, but I'm not sure if that's enough to take this game.
Yeah, well, Rosie really looking to take that first turn with that speed lead as well. Chiwu looking to get that full team strip and attack bar pushback.
Yeah, and ROSITH's Chiwu actually doing exactly what Chiwu's should be doing here. And so that gives ROSITH a huge advantage. He has the ability to stun everything. He has a great opener right now.
Yep, almost gets that full team stun, misses the Hathor, but everybody got pretty much defense break there. Bomb's going to be sitting on top of that Hathor, looking to stun it up with that bomb as well. Doesn't stun up the Hathor with the bomb, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be dropping there. We see the additional turn coming out of the Velajuel, getting the immunity and pushing up his team.
Massive proc by that Velajuel. If that Velajuel had not procced, ROSITH would win the game off the bat. Instead, all of Mr. Chung's units are back online, and Masha actually is going to move next, so might be able to take out a unit here.
Yep, we're going to find out, can he get the defense break early in that second hit, capitalize off of it? We're going to find out. Masha aiming to go after that Ciara. Have to go with that nice second skill to heal and get a little bit of sustain into his team here.
Should be using skill 2 that would boost the Velajuel over that Ciara here. Ciara quite tanky, did not take a lot of damage from that Masha, so very good build by ROSITH. I like ROSITH's odds here. I really like his chances. This game looks really good for him right now.
Ooh, Fire At Master looking to put that Masha away. Did not get to seal it in the scroll. We're going to see a second skill coming out onto that Masha. Possibly the Velajuel. Oh no, goes right for that Masha. Knocks it right off the beast. Lands that defense break as well. Velajuel looking to finish off that CR and doesn't not do it yet.
Yeah, and so ROSITH actually goes to try to apply some damage to Masha. Very tanky Sierra, but eventually it is going to go down here. So we're going to be left with the Dark Monkey and the 2 other fire units in order to deal with Mr. Chung's team.
Ooh, Vigor was looking to get rid of that CR with that first hit. Got the additional turn as well. He's going to leave the job to the Dot to finish off that CR there. Vigor landing that defense break on top of the Dark Monkey King.
Definitely needs to take that risk, and of course that Dot does down Sierra. ROSITH is in a decent spot here, but that proc is absolutely massive because it makes that Dark Monkey take so much more damage.
That's right, massive proc coming out of Velajuel, really capitalizing off that defense break, sitting on top of that Dark Monkey King. Vigor looking to finish up, not finishing it off there. We see that third skill coming out for the Fire At Master, trying to get some buffs up on his team.
Does get the buffs up, but I'm not sure if that Dark Monkey is going to survive another turn. It has a 2-turn Dot, so it's definitely not going to live. There are no more heals on the side of ROSITH, and he wisely chooses to put that defense break on Vigor, but again, not sure if he has enough in the tank to be able to win this one here.
Yep, we're going to figure that out shortly. We got that skill too coming from Vigor, healing up just a little bit. Anti-crit's going to be out there. He can trap one of these units with a scroll. Does trap that Velajuel. The Dark Monkey King is going to be dropping there.
Yeah, the Dark Monkey King does drop, and Vigor needs to hang on for dear life. It does do a lot of damage with that defense break. Does not land defense break this time, but it keeps proccing.
Keeps on proccing, that's for sure. Really needed to capitalize with that defense break, and he did not get it there. But the additional turns are coming through with his Fire At Master. A lot of poke damage coming towards this Vigor. No skill 2 sleep happening here. And we've got that Velajuel back. Not what ROSITH wanted to see right now.
Definitely not. I mean, ROSITH does not have enough damage on his side of the field. That Vigor is fire. It does have anti-crit up. I don't see a way that ROSITH can take his opponent out right now.
We're going to see another unit get trapped here. He's definitely going to be going for that Velajuel. Does land it on this time around. Shreds coming out to get rid of this Chibu. Lands that defense break this time. It is Vigor versus this Fire At Master. And there you have it. Mr. Chung gets the 2-0 on Rosie.